Good morning, students. Today we'll start with the new chapter, that is wastewater story. What is wastewater? Wastewater is the water that goes down the drains from sinks, showers, toilets, or laundries. This water is usually very dirty, and that is why they are called as wastewater. But this water should not be wasted. This water can be reused again. And how can it be reused again? It can be reused again by cleaning the water. What is cleaning of water? Cleaning of water is a process of removing the pollutants. What are pollutants? Pollutants means all the impurities which are present in the water. Okay, so cleaning of water is a process of removing pollutants before it enters a water body. Water bodies say like river, lakes, ponds or oceans. So the dirty water has to be cleaned, or you can say all the pollutants has to be removed before it enters the water body or before it is reused. And this process of wastewater treatment is called as sewage treatment. Clear, children? The process of wastewater treatment is called as sewage treatment, and it takes place in several stages. So first of all, we will see what is sewage. Sewage is the wastewater which is released by homes, industries, hospitals, offices and other users. Okay, so all the wastewater which is released from our homes, like when we bath or when we go to toilet, all the water in the same way from industries, hospitals, all these wastewater which is released from these places, that is called as sewage. And sewage is a liquid waste, and most of it is water. Okay, the maximum portion is the water, and which has got dissolved impurities in it. So sewage is a liquid waste, okay, and it contains suspended impurities. Now this sewage, it contains, the sewage include many bacteria and other microorganisms. Okay, it has got bacteria and other microorganisms. Like, see it, the sewage contains organic impurities. Organic impurities like human faces. You have studied already about human faces. Okay, human faces, the animal waste, oil, urea, all these pesticides, herbicides, fruits, vegetable waste, all these are organic waste. Then you have got inorganic waste also, like nitrates, phosphates, then nutrients. Then you have got many bacteria like Vibrio cholera, which causes cholera, and Salmonella paratyphi, which causes typhoid. Okay, so all these are the bacteria which are present in the sewage. And then there are other microorganisms like the protozoans, which causes the dysentery. So you can see that sewage contains so many impurities. Okay, organic impurities, inorganic, nutrients, bacteria, all kinds of microorganisms are present in this sewage water. Now we will see how this water freshens up, or how it reaches our homes. See, in our home or public buildings, we have got sets of pipes. Okay, now there are sets of pipes, one set of pipe which brings clean water, and another set of pipe which takes away the waste water. So you can see that there is a network of big and small pipes. When you please go out of your house and just look outside your house, you must have seen big pipes and small pipes. Okay, all the big pipes and the small pipes, they are called as the sewers, and these sewers, they go and get connected to forming the sewerage. Okay, so it is just like a transport system that carries the sewage from one point of being produced to the point of disposal. That means what the sewage or the waste which is produced in our homes, they are carried through the sewers. Okay, sewers are the small or big pipes, and then they go into the sewerage where it is the point of disposal. Okay, and then it is treated in the treatment plant. And then you all must have seen manholes also. located at every 50 to 60 meters in the sewerage. What is manhole? Manhole is the junction. Okay, it is the junction where two or more sewers are get joined, or the point where there is a change in direction. And it is the manholes in which, if you have got a blockage of pipes or blockage of sewer systems, it is the manholes which are opened. Okay, and from that holes the people get inside and they clean up all the sewer. So these are the sewers and the sewerage. Okay, now we will see that all these wastewater that comes from our houses, factories and all, they go to the wastewater treatment plant. Okay, WWTP, that is the wastewater treatment plant. So the treatment of, and here in the wastewater treatment plant, the treatment of wastewater is done. Okay, the waste treatment of wastewater, it involves physical, chemical and biological processes. Okay, how now we will see how this wastewater treatment plant cleans the water. The first procedure is that the wastewater is passed through bar screens. Okay, as you can see here, very big screens are present. Very big screens are present, just like you can say in Hindi, जैसे छन्नी होता है बड़े बड़े, okay, जाली types. And these bar screens, what do they do? These bar screens, when wastewater is passed through these bar screens, the larger objects like rags, sticks, cans, they all can be removed. Okay, that means जो larger objects हैं, जितने बड़े बड़े चीजें हैं, like rags हैं, plastic packets हैं, cans, napkins, they all are removed from here. Okay, like see for here example, you have got like जैसे छन्नी होता है, just net like structure. Okay, so from these net like structure, what happens? Water is passed. So all the leaves, the cloths, the napkins, they all will remain here, and then the water will pass through this. Okay, then the second procedure is the water goes to a grit and sand removal tank. Now this is, here is a grit and sand removal tank. The speed of the incoming wastewater is decreased. Okay, now the wastewater which is coming, it is decreased, so to allow the sand, grit and pebbles to settle down. यानी इनको allow किया जाता है कि slow down करने से क्या होगा, जितने भी sand है, grit है, they will all settle down at the bottom. Okay, then उसके बाद the water is allowed to settle in a large tank which is sloped towards the middle. Now from here, this water goes to another tank which is sloped towards the middle. Sloped towards the middle means जो middle बीच में थोड़ा सा जिसमें slope होता है. Okay, and here what happens? All the solid like faces. Okay, जितने भी the faces जो हैं, they settle at the bottom and then they are removed with a scraper. Okay, scraper से remove किया जाता है, and this is called as the sludge. Clear children? So what is sludge? Sludge is the impurity, or you can say the solid faces. Okay, the solid faces which settle at the bottom, that is called as the sludge. And then a skimmer removes the floatable solid like oil and grease. अब इसमें भी जब solid waste निकलने के बाद there are, you all know that there are liquid waste also like oil and grease. अब ये oil and grease का क्या होता है? It is removed by skimmer. Okay, so now you can see children, there are two instruments used. One is scraper. Scraper is used to remove solid waste like sludge, and skimmer is used to remove liquid, or you can say floatable waste like oil and grease. अब after this process, इस process के बाद जो पानी जो obtain होता है, that is called as the clarified water. Clear children? And then you have got clarified water and sludge. Where was the sludge? The sludge is settled down at the bottom. अब ये जो sludge है, sludge is transferred to a separate tank where it is decomposed by anaerobic bacteria. ठीक है, ये जो है इसको डाला जाता है दूसरे टैंक में जहां पे एनारोबिक बैक्टीरिया है. यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड अबाउट एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. जैसे एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन में व्हाट यूज टू हैपन, एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन मीन्स the respiration in which there is no oxygen is present. So here also bacteria, anaerobic bacteria means they do not need any oxygen. These bacteria, they do not need any oxygen. So this is transferred to a tank where anaerobic bacteria are present, और ये anaerobic bacteria convert the sludge into biogas. ओके तो यहाँ पे एक प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो गया. देन व्हाट इज लेफ्ट, हम लोगों का आई टोल्ड यू दैट क्लैरिफाइड वाटर. ओके, अब इस क्लैरिफाइड वाटर में व्हाट इज पम्प्ड, इस क्लैरिफाइड वाटर में दे पंप एरोबिक बैक्टीरियाज. ओके, नाउ एरोबिक बैक्टीरियाज विल कंज्यूम वॉट एवर एनीथिंग इज लेफ्ट. उसके अंदर जो भी कुछ लेफ्ट है, it will, these bacteria will consume the waste, the food waste, soaps, unwanted material, everything, whatever is left, they will eat away. The aerobic bacteria will eat away all this. Okay, and then again what happens after that, whatever is there, after several hours the microbes settle down at the bottom of the tank. Okay, now when they bottom of the tank, by then the water is almost clear, and then the water, it is taken out. The water which is taken out, it is treated. It is, if it has to be, still if there is some waste, or you can say there may be some microorganisms may be left. Okay, so what is it done? It is disinfected with chemicals like chlorine and ozone. The water is finally disinfected with chlorine and ozone before releasing it into the distribution system. Distribution system means it can be into the, it can be then given into the ponds or lakes. But now because it is now totally free of everything, there is no waste, no solid waste, no liquid waste, and no microorganism, because even chlorine and ozone is also passed, so that all the microorganisms, everything is left here. Okay, so and then the sludge which was left at the bottom of the tank, usko kya kiya jata hai? It is dried, and it is dried and it is used as manure. So you see children that the wastewater, this is how the wastewater is totally cleaned. Okay, and this wastewater which is totally cleaned is then released into the distributing system. The rest of the chapter we will continue in the next video. Thank you.